Hey guys, so it's Miner today. So some of you might be asking how I do all those gun effects, or let's say muzzle flares, in one of my Gmod videos, and how I choose the effects. Well, it's actually sometimes other people say, how do you make the ragdolls shoot with the guns, or how do you make them shit, or how do you make them piss, or how do you make them how do you make them look like they're bleeding, or how do you make them look like you chopped their head off or something. Well, it's actually pretty simple. So I'm gonna show it to you right now. So what you want to do, is go to a random map. What I want to do is just spawn a random ragdoll. So basically, it's just like this. And what you want to do is basically just spawn a ragdoll. Just all you have to do. So let's spawn a blue heavy. How about that? Spawn a blue heavy from TF2. Alright, so just want to get your ragdoll, how you would normally do. Want to pick up your ragdoll, just put it in position how the way you like it. And also you want to give it a gun, or you want to give it some sort of effect. So first, before we do a muzzle flare, why don't we do the bleeding. Then I'll teach you all the recoils and everything like that. So what you're going to do is just like, if you want to make him shit, well, sorry if I'm saying stuff like that, but just to make it specific. Okay. So, what you're gonna do is just position him like this. You want to stand. Then, if you want to make him shit, what you could do is basically get what you want to go to your toolbox, right, which is basically right here. Go to Emitters and choose an effect from there. So, so let's choose the effect of basically shitting himself, right? So you want him to shit himself. So you want to choose the Stritter blood spray effect. So you might want to put your emitter right here. If you want to put it right his butt, so it looks like he's farting or something. And then if you want not this to show, you go to your coloring. You go to color in your toolbox. This is your toolbox, and it shows everything you need. So, and then you want to what you want to do is lower down the menu right there. So we're gonna lower down the volume color there, and then this. So it looks it's still there. You just won't be able to see it. And you also want to have a numpad for your emitter. So your my numpad will be basically before. So if I press the hotkey 4 right here, make him look like he's shitting. See all that shit spreading all over the place. All right, stop that. Now let's remove him. So that's basically how you make this person shit. So in emitters, there's all different kinds of effects that you can do. There's pictures and options. Now, also, if you want to make it look like a person shooting, and then the recoil of the bullets to make it look more convincing, I'll teach you how to do that. Actually, it's actually I find that pretty cool. So let's So if you guys, let's choose the scout and choose a scatter gun and make the shotgun shell recoil. I think that would be much cooler. So let's just position the scout real quick. So also when you're doing movies, you want to make it convincing that he's actually holding the gun, how you would hold it in the real good position. Because when you hold shotguns, you have to keep it secure and not let it. You have to be careful to pull back from the recoils and everything. So, and when you have a shotgun, so of course you have big responsibility. But let's just put him it's basic like this. Okay, let's change him like that. Yeah, let's make him look over there. And so there's scout, and just make him look like this. You wanna. So this might be a little might be a little tricky to handle with, but you'll get used to it when you're a good Gmod movie maker. So, so let us, hold on a second. I'm trying to adjust his hand. Freaking God, I can't even adjust his hands correctly. Alright, well, it's just a stupid tutorial, so what do you expect? Alright, now we're gonna go to weapons, which is right here. So this is scout. Let's just go to weapons. You want to choose your prop, which is exactly right there. So let's choose the prop right there. So let's choose the scatter gun, because he uses the scatter gun in TF2. So here you go. There's your scatter gun. Sorry for the noise in the background. That is my family, and do not complain about that or talk about my family. in a bad way, or I will freaking punch you in the face. Alright. Now, as I was saying, now also, if you want to actually connect the gun to his hand, like make it look like he's actually holding it, you want to go to your toolbox again, and you want to go to, click no collide in your toolbox. So you see there, no collide. So click no collide, and then what you want to do is click on the prop first. So just like this. Click on your prop, and then click on the hands, and redo it like that again, so they connect and they don't collide with each other. Because that's the one problem that a lot of people have, having to put guns into the character or ragdoll's hands, and but this will actually help. And if you actually want to put a person in the car, like the ragdoll or something, and connect them to it, that would be pretty cool. Alright, so there's their gun. Now, to keep it still, what you want to do is go to your toolbox again. Go to wield, and you want to wheel it together like this. So wield it. Make sure you're aiming at it correctly, because you might make it. Whoa, okay. Well, I'll make it still anyway. So make sure it's still. And if you want to make it more still, you can just aim it on the ground and click again. So let's let that go for a second. So yeah, see how that's actually holding on to his hand? Yeah, that's how you do it. So you don't have to use a rope. So look now. So it looks like he's holding the gun and he's holding the trigger. Yeah, there you go. All right. So now what you're gonna do is grab your emitter tools again. So go to the emitter tools. So yeah, you're going to the emitter tools a whole bunch of times, and so what you're gonna do is get the emitter right there, and we'll choose a different numpad. We're gonna make the gun effect. We're going to make the gun effect. So this gives you a lot of options right here. So if you want to, you can choose your numpad. You can also choose the scale of how big the muzzle flare you want it to be, or whatever effect you're doing. And don't forget to decrease the delay, because you don't want it to delay too much. So right, so let's do this. Okay, so you want to put the emitter on here, and just test it to see if it's gonna work. And my numpad is 4, so my hotkey will be pressing 4 for the effect. So let's see how it works. So basically, the muzzle flare is gonna look like that. Now, it doesn't have any sound, sadly, but you can just add some gun sound effects if you wanted to make it cooler. So that's how it's going to look like. Now, if you want to make it recoil, well, first we have to make this invisible, so you won't have to see it. Now, if you want to make it like a recoil, you want to do recoils, you go to your emitter tools again. There's your emitter tools again, and you want to do recoils. When you see stuff like this, those are called recoils. So if you want to make it look like a recoil out of the gun, what you want to do is put the emitter on the side of the gun. So, because remember, when you recoil, the bullets go on the side, the shells. Right. So we're gonna put that right there, and that's gonna have a. Oh, oops. Don't forget that when you're spawning another emitter, don't forget to do another hotkey for it, so you know which one. Alright, so we're going to make that numpad 5, and what we're going to do is just put it on the side right here. Alright, so let's test it. Right, so see how cool that is, and it also makes the sound of recoil. See how cool that is? So actually let's make that even cooler. And this is how you do a muzzle flare effect and a recoil effect. See how cool that is, and see how realistic that is? Well, it's not supposed to do that, but it's, that's how guns are. They recoil. So that's actually pretty cool. And yeah, that's actually pretty cool too, and it's actually really fun to do, and it's actually really useful for your movies. And so what you want to do, it's always important to make a recoil when you're using muzzle flares. Even in real life, when you're doing After Effects. Now, some of you guys might think, oh, but it's too advanced for me. Oh, it's just so hard. But it's actually very simple, and I showed it to you very easily. Now, this is much more simpler than using After Effects. Now, if you guys do not know how to play Gmod, do not play the game at all, because it sometimes can be too advanced for you. But Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now we're gonna head right on to the blood effects. So let's just get rid of the scout right now. Let's get rid of his weapon and get rid of the emitters he has. Alright, so see on the screen, I'm just gonna grab another random ragdoll again. Let's grab a regular person. So I'm just gonna grab a Mossman ragdoll. Let's go grab. Sorry, here you go. Right now, if you want to make it look like she's if she's like bleeding or something in some sort of certain area, what you're gonna do is just make her stand up like that. So you want to make her stand up like that, and what you're gonna do, go to your emitters again, so that your emitter box right here. So that's basically what it is. And here's your emitter. Just go to emitters and go to blood effects, where you see the red blood squirting out, and you want to position it like if you want to make her her breast bleeding. Sorry, if you want to make her breast bleeding, just put the emitter on there if you want to make the certain place to bleed. And don't forget you need to have a numpad. Alright, so what I want to do is press 5 the hotkey, so it looks like she's bleeding. And if you want to make it look much more cooler, what you could do is put paints on her. No, not that kind of paint. Like put blood on her, around her, so it looks like she's squirting blood out of herself. It's kind of not let them show it. And what you could do, if you want to make her look like she's bleeding on the ground, let's actually make it look like she's bleeding on the ground. For dear life, like I'm bleeding. Ah! So that actually looks pretty cool, actually. So it's just gonna be like this. She's gonna be squirting. She's gonna be there dying for a long time. All right. Now we're gonna. So that's pretty much it. This is a very good tutorial, and that was pretty much it. So I hope you guys know and have fun with this, and I hope you guys will know how to do this and have fun with it. See ya, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the screen right now, and don't forget to check out Little Monster 84's channel, because she gets great surprises in her videos, like what I kept saying. And also don't forget to check out Mr. Tweet123's channel, which is my other friend. So so enjoy, and so have a good day. And,